Tom, happy birthday.
Thank you.
How are you assessing day 2?
Yeah, I think we bowled really well at the end there. I think we were a bit unlucky not to get a few more. Yeah, and I think we stuck at it pretty well. We assessed the wicket, realised we had to go with a lot more straighter fields. But I think we'd be happy with that, and if we can take a few more before the new ball tomorrow, I think we'll be in a good place.
Especially after tea, you pretty much as a bowling unit did all you could there, I think, didn't you?
Yeah, like it's not doing a whole lot out there. Obviously, a few spun, which was nice, but for the seamers, it was about being disciplined. And I think John Turner really bowled well that last session, and was unfortunate not to get a couple more. But hopefully, we can come back tomorrow and finish the job off.
Yeah, you've dried up the runs, haven't you? There, but and not really created too many chances. But I guess the key thing is that they're not kind of got away from you.
Yeah, I think you just don't want to come off the play with them being 150 behind or 100 behind or whatever. You want to still keep them at like 2.5 and over. I think they got to 3s or whatever. But as long as we can keep it about there and try and stay focused on the task, I don't think we'll go too far wrong.
Were you happy with 450 on the board at the kind of halfway point of the day?
Yeah, I think so. I think, if we're being honest, maybe there was a few more out there. Maybe we got closer to 500. I think a few batsmen would have thought their wickets were a bit soft, but, that's just being critical on ourselves. But it's just to get 450 on the board, it gives the bowlers a lot of confidence, and I think that showed with our bowling display today. And
for you, again, are you pretty pleased with your efforts there? It's early in the game and you obviously picked up a wicket and you've not gone for many at all. You look like you've done a pretty decent job.
Yeah, I think you can always be critical and there were a few loose balls in there, but apart from that, I was fairly happy. I think, for my job on sort of day 2, first innings, is to try and hold a little bit, and I thought I did that, and to pick up a couple, pick up one, is always nice, but, hopefully in the morning, if I get a go before the new ball, pick up a couple more, and I'll say that's my job done, really.
There's a bit there for you for the left-hander, isn't there, from this end?
Yeah, there's a bit of rough. The seamers have kindly made for me, and towards the end as well there's a bit of turn to the right-hander, so I think hopeful signs going into the latter stages of the game.
Just talk us through that kind of tactic that you've got. You bowled over the wicket quite a bit to the right-hander and switch. Just your thought process with kind of alternating between over the wicket and round the wicket, especially to the right-hander. What kind of goes through your mind with that?
Yeah, it's just about changing it up, because obviously there's not much turn from around the wicket, so I'm just sort of thinking, can I change my angles? It was doing a bit out the rough to the left hand, so if I can sort of land it in there, and if he wants to play at it, then it brings me in the game and I can stay there. But they did pretty well to kick it away and not really give me too much. But then again, it opens up when I come back around, a change of angle, might create something different. And like towards the end there was a bit more spin, and whether that's because I changed my angle area or just kept moving his eyes a little bit, we'll see later on.
And we're only at the end of play on day 2, so loads of time left. They're still a long way behind, aren't they? So are you confident you've got within you to try and create a result here? We know what the pitches can be like here. We know what games have been like in the past here. Are you still pretty optimistic you can get a result here?
Yeah, obviously I think the weather looks good. I think we'll get all our overs in. Obviously we're going to have to get these wickets fairly handy tomorrow. If we can get a few before the new ball, then clean up with a new ball, that gives us a chance to maybe enforce the follow on. If not, then it brings a bit more time to create a bit more rough and let the pitch deteriorate, so it should give us, if we can get a healthy total to bowl to that 4th innings into, it should be good, really.
Perfect. Cheers, Tom.
Cheers.